Probably like 8 or 10 years ago when my life wasn't going that good, I started coming up with this like imaginary theory in my head that there were all these universes, like there's a multiverse, right? And there's versions of you in every single multiverse. And I was thinking at the time, like there's a version of you in a different multiverse that is like a billionaire, has this great life. He's like way more successful than you currently are. And there's all these versions in between. There's versions where you're way less successful and you hate your life. And I started to think, if I think about it enough, I can work my way through these universes to a better life, like a way more enjoyable version of my life. I just have to beat these other versions of myself through making better decisions, working a little bit harder every day, and I would start to switch places with those versions of myself and eventually end up in a much better life. Basically all it is like I was like, yeah, work harder and your life will get better. But the fun of the multiverse, I don't know, it just made it more fun for me, right? And it was almost like that manifestation type of stuff where it's like, if you just think about it all the time, it will come to you. And the manifestation thing, like I don't think thinking about stuff on its own does anything, but I think if you keep your goals in mind and that dream life you want at the top of your mind, like every single day, and you actually work hard and take steps to get there, then I think that's how the manifestation works. I don't think it's actually the manifestation at all. I think it's simply the decisions that you're making. But the manifestation part is like, if it's on your mind all the time, then you're gonna make better decisions to get there. If you're never thinking about it, then you're not going to make those decisions that will help you get there, right? If you're like, all right, I want to, eventually I want to be like a millionaire and I want to be able to take care of my family and not have to work or work for myself, whatever. You just think about that once. And then the next day you're like, oh, what's for dinner? What am I going to do? I'm going to hang out with my friends this weekend. Just dumb crap that doesn't matter, versus the version of you that's like thinking about that every single day. I want to be a millionaire. I want to take care of my family. I want to work for myself, blah, blah, blah. Every single day. You're like, all right, what do I need to do that? Then you're way more likely to take those steps and get there. It's kind of like exercise. Most people that don't get in shape, it's because they don't keep it on the top of their mind enough. They get excited about it, right? They're like, I'm gonna start this workout routine, I'm gonna start this meal plan, and then I'm gonna get it. And I'm gonna get in such good shape this time, and I'm not gonna give up this time. And then 3 days later, they're like, oh, what am I gonna do with my friends this weekend? Ooh, that cake looks pretty good. Ooh. They get distracted. You have to keep your goals on your mind all the time if you want to achieve anything. And if you want, you can think about the multiverse theory, pretend you're competing with other versions of yourself. Like, there's a version of myself out there that has this life I want, but he's kind of starting to slack. So I'm gonna switch places with him and I'm gonna whoop his ass. Or you can start thinking, and if I start slacking, I'm gonna have to switch places with that version of myself that lives in a shack and can't even afford chicken breasts, and his biceps are pretty small and he's got a big old gut and some man boobies. I do not want that, so I'm gonna work a little harder today.